the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I got a fan favorite, one of my favorites, right here in the flesh. He's belligerent. He's disruptive. Last time, it took the worldwide phenomenon to another level.
He's always right. Don't forget that one.
He thinks he's always right. I got the great Wood Harris in here for the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Return guest.
French Montana saying, hey.
My man, Wood Harris, who we just worked on. Listen, there's so many different things. Let me just stay focused here. The last time we did the podcast, the world was a different place, Wood.
It's true.
Okay? It was all fun and games the last time we did the podcast. If you didn't hear the first and second time, we did the full Wood Harris interview, which is up, part of the I Am Rapaport signature series. And now we got part two. It's not even like a guest. It's a guest because I have such respect for this dude as an actor and as a dude. But he's really kind of like part of the show.
All right.
Again, I will say he's belligerent. So if things get out of hand, you hear mic drops, nothing physical will go down, but there could be some off mic arguing. We got the great Wood Harris in the building for the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Wood, what's really good, Wood?
Man, I'm good, Mike, and I'm glad to do this with you, man. It is a lot to talk about.
There's so much. I don't even know where to start. We could just start with congratulating everybody that had to do with the smash hit New Edition movie for BET. Me and Wood worked on that. We had a couple of scenes in passing, little light work, but it was a pleasure to see you do your thing. And I'm always reminded every time I watch you acting, no matter what it is, just how good you are and how much respect I have for you. One of a kind, totally unique. Like when I watch you work, I think of water. Like I think your shit is just pure water. Like you could play ball, but it's a little clunky. Like I would never say that your game was ice water. Like I seen you bang on dudes.
He seen me bang on dudes.
He got that old school Dr. J shit. But I wouldn't say your game is water, Wood. But as an actor, pure water. You can't have everything, okay?
I could accept that.
Fine. So you tore it up. The movie was a huge success.
Likewise, too, Mike. Thank you.
Fun movie.
Likewise. Fun movie. We're very fortunate.
Very fortunate.
Because you never know how those biopics going to turn out.
No.
And really, you never know how any of them are really going to turn out. And
do you know when you're working on a movie or a show? Can you tell? I could tell.
You get a gut
This one
feeling.
exceeded my, but I knew it was going to be good.
It exceeded.
But can you tell, here, forget this, can you tell when you're making a piece of shit?
I think I can more tell when it's probably not going to be that great.
Okay, you want to call it not be great? I should call it a piece of shit.
Piece of shit is harsh.
It's harsh. But I could tell, like, yo, I'll tell my mom or my father, my friends, I'll tell the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, don't waste your time. Because if I say it's good, and in my heart I know it's not good, then I look like an asshole and be like, you just
we can't trust him. You lose all credibility like
right.
that.
Like I will tell like the people close to me, I will tell the listeners of the show, like, just watch something else. There's plenty of stay on your phone, watch something else. Tell me, your Uber didn't pick you up, whatever, your car broke down. Don't waste your time. But do you know when you're doing something that quote unquote not very good?
Yeah, I feel like you get a gut feeling before you even start shooting it sometimes, because you can see how passionate the director is or isn't. You can see how passionate and how much the producers really want the piece to be the best thing.
Right.
Some people just want to get something over.
They want to get it done.
They want to get it done, and they might not be having, like, director might not have a good relationship anymore with people who like the producers and whatnot, or they might have a poor relationship with some of the actors, and that all really affects it all. That really does.
It stinks from the head down.
It starts stinking from the head down. And sometimes you can be in a project that might seem like, oh, I don't know what's going to, like, Remember the Titans, to me, I couldn't figure that to be like it was going to be.
Really?
Or The Wire, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
well, you talked about The Wire last time.
Yeah,
but
I think we did, yeah.
Because you weren't watching The Wire.
I didn't watch The Wire. I didn't watch the stuff, but I haven't watched the stuff I'm in. But like the fanfare, I just never thought it would be like it is. It's,
right.
There was no predicting that.
Avon Barksdale, every day someone says that to you.
Yeah, every day.
When you walk into a gas station late at night, are they like, oh shit?
Somebody might say that, or yeah, something like that.
But because that struck a nerve.
It struck a nerve, and I'm glad about that.
All right.
You
Now, before we get into to basketball, to the world that's changed since the last time you did the podcast.
Cute little world we live in.
Oh my goodness.
It's cute.
Oh my goodness. Last time it was all about how Wood hates Steph Curry solely because he's light skinned. We'll get to it. We'll get to it later. We'll get to it. We don't want to rush. But just because I just want to fan out and let the fans fan out. What else have you been working on as an actor recently?
I did Blade Runner with Ryan Gosling.
See, I love how you just say that like it's just like the thing about Wood Harris, like you're one of the few people who to me is a pure artist. Like you're like, I remember I saw you on the street, you were like, oh, I just did Blade Runner. I was like, if I did Blade Runner, I'd have a fucking pom-pom. I'd be like, yo, I just did Blade. But you're just so chill about it. So Blade Runner's a big ass.
It's a big ass movie.
Did you feel the bigness and the
you felt the bigness. We shot in Budapest. I knew the producers. I knew Ryan already from Remember the Titans, and I went from working on a project in New York, comes out February 20th, called The Breaks.
Right.
To going and shooting Blade Runner. But you know what? It's kind of like, I guess, the way I look at it is like I don't know what the movie's going to be like.
Right.
So.
But did you feel?
I'm not excited about. I was excited about getting the opportunity, but when I'm done with it, I really don't know what it's going to be like. So I kind of get it away from my head. Like
right.
I don't really. I can't celebrate. I can't have a celebration. I already celebrated. In fact, being there and being around good people and stuff like that, and doing the work and just being focused. That's kind of the celebration, but I don't know what it's going to be like.
Did you feel the bigness of doing like a big studio movie that had, like with a huge hot star right now, like he's hot right now,
definitely.
And like was this, and also is a movie set in Budapest, although you're doing an American film, is it the same as a movie set in Baltimore?
Nah.
What's different about like the way a set's run over there?
Well, the way the set was run over there. In fact, when you're working in other countries, there's certain rules that they have to go by. SAG and other unions, they have rules, so you have to use a certain amount of people from the area that you're working in. So if you're in Budapest, you have people working from Budapest in the film, and in some acting capacity too, a little bit.
Right.
Is
craft service, and is like
craft service is a little different too, depending on where you are. The food craft services win. For people who don't know, craft services is on movie sets. The
snacks
people,
and shit.
Yeah, they cater to snacks, the gummy bears, the pretzels, a bunch of shit cats don't like. I don't really eat pretzels and gummy bears. And bananas and apples is all they have,
but big like the
cheese
difference
platters and friggin' salami, shit like crackers.
The difference between like sets, like the budget, like I would imagine, like on a big budget film like Blade Runner 3, like you could have some fly shit. Maybe not in Budapest because like there's no Trader Joe's.
Fly. It was super fly. It was super fly. Like
did they have like tahini and all that fly shit?
Oh yeah, well the set food was actually excellent. I did Ant-Man. Ant-Man had the best. Like I had a solar powered trailer.
Right.
I had like every meal was really like a high end meal. But in Budapest, they asked me whatever I wanted. It's kind of like, what would you like to eat or whatever, and you tell them, and I'm kind of the same. I'll eat like a Caesar salad the whole time. Like I just eat the same shit like the whole time, kind of.
And what's Ryan Gosling's deal? Because I'm a fan of his. I like him. I never met him.
Oh,
I never met him.
Oh, Ryan's super cool.
He's a cool dude.
Ryan, super cool. First of all, Ryan is the nicest guy you ever met, and it's true. I mean, a real nice person. There's some people who are nice. Ryan Gosling is genuinely kind-hearted, nice. He's how to describe him? He's a great artist. He's artistic, and then he's man, it's hard to describe Ryan because he's so normal in a sense. But
to see somebody like you, and Remember the Titans, he's just actor number 9 on the call sheet, then to go to be like Academy Award.
Well, let me say this about Ryan. Even in Remember the Titans, he was like actor number 9 or wherever he was on the call sheet. He was doing major character work because even then we thought one way of Ryan. We never knew he was in character the whole time. He was already being like the Ryan we see now. And before that,
he would be in character off.
He was in character the whole
when
time.
The camera's
the
not
character
there.
was very, very specific, and it was not like Ryan. And he was in character the whole time. And You know, he's the type of an actor you can that you can tell is in his character. You know,
Right.
You don't want to like move him away from the reality he's creating. You know,
Hey, are you on that shit?
I am on that. I think that like
It depends, right?
yeah, it just depends because some workloads ain't the same. You know,
Right.
like you don't really got to do it sometimes, but really the acting is just living truthfully in the imaginary circumstance. So the more you can believe the imaginary circumstance, really the better actor. And then it's about listening. Like you want to listen to people, so your eyes, because in a movie, it's different in theater. In theater, you can almost fake listen and do a bunch of acting, schmacting. But in film, you can't because it'll be right on your eye. So if we film it higher learning and your eyes ain't giving it up, you see sometimes when actors don't, you see they have that deadpan stare.
Right.
It's not even a deadpan stare. Excuse me. It's more like a searching for my lines, or they could be lost in what you're doing. Like they could be in a mesmerized place because of you.
Well,
like,
I'm known for mesmerizing actors. You saw it happen.
I've seen it happen.
I mesmerize motherfuckers I'm like, yo, be professional.
No, Mike,
I know I'm good, but you don't have to. Dude, I mean, like, be a pro.
Be a pro,
be a
right.
fucking
Don't be
pro.
losing character, right.
Like, just try to be
Dropping
a
the
pro.
ball.
Like, I know it's hard. I know I'm on a different plane, but be a fucking pro. You are getting paid.
But you are actually on a different plane
Thank
because
you,
you come from. I mean, I hate to say it like this, but we come from like old school movie world. Like damn near, we're closer to, you know, James Cagney and those cats than we are some of the more current actors, like the newest generation of actors. I think that we're probably more akin to, you know, the old school cats who never, like these guys will never. It's almost like children never seeing a home phone, you know, a landline. Like a lot of actors, they never seen those big cameras we saw. They never saw dailies like that took like time to like process.
Right. It's crazy because everything is digital now. You can literally watch everything right there.
Right
edit
away.
The shit
That's why movies are more abundant because they can be made faster.
Yeah, it's crazy. You could literally shoot a take.
And
you could shoot
edit
a
it.
scene, edit the fucking scene, and by lunchtime have a rough cut of it.
Have a rough cut of it.
I mean, and there's good and bad to that.
But you're dope because you're a director too. I mean, let's not forget like that. And Tribe came out with a new record.
Yes.
Fife passed.
Yes.
I didn't even think I talked to you. We ain't talk no hip hop. This time we gotta talk a little hip hop.
Yes, we gotta talk hip hop.
Cats don't know motherfuckers know hip hop.
Yeah, we're gonna talk some hip hop. What did you think of the Tribe record?
You know, man, I'm a fan who like I'm just a fan. I'm one of those diehard fans when I'm a fan. So, you know, I still like other Tribe stuff more.
Right.
You're always looking for. You've watched them beat out something that they made before, and you haven't seen that happen again.
Right.
So
Right.
that's all it is.
Right.
It's tough though.
It was tough. I mean, I think that they achieved it at points on this new record.
I agree with you on that.
There's moments of
Tribe was consistent back in the days. Though.
Well, the first three,
like you listen to the whole album.
The
like,
first three is you can't fuck, man.
But you still got to go by that though, because they did.
Of course, they set the bar so high, and I think that's one of the reasons why it took them even before, you know, with the great Phife Dawg passing. One of the reasons why, because the bar was so high, it's like shit. Can we achieve that? And they became very well aware of that. So the new album for me, I you know, to hear Phife, to hear Tip, to hear them rock together, and to hear them, although I think that the record isn't classic, they had reached those classic moments on the record, and I was just glad they got it done with all the adversity and obviously the Phife factor.
Passing the Phife, and to hear Phife too.
It bugged me out.
So it bugged me out, but it made me feel good in a way.
Yeah,
where
me too.
I didn't know it would make me feel good. I
Me
thought
neither.
I was like, oh, that's Phife, but then I liked it. I was like, man, he's kind of alive in these moments. So I like
Totally
that.
alive.
Yeah,
And
that's
he
what I
sounded
like.
great.
He sounded great.
And the puns and you know, Tip, and they did it. It was tough, man. It was a tough fucking I'm sure, like, I mean, he's always hard on himself, but to make that, it hasn't even been a year since this dude passed.
I know, man.
I mean,
been no time.
Knock on wood, man. Your health is everything. What before we go into more hip hop, what have you seen? What actors? What you know, the Academy Awards are coming up. What have you seen? What have you not seen? What's excited you? What's impressed you?
I've seen a few of them. I watch them. I saw La La Land. I saw Moonlight.
What did you think of Moonlight? Because last time I saw you didn't see Moonlight.
I hadn't seen it. Moonlight was well made. I like that film in the sense of how it was made. It's tough subject matter to watch. And so because of that, you know, you feel the distance that the subject matter might make with some people, and you know, you don't want to be one of those people, but it's one of those things you watch and you kind of like don't know how you feel about what you just seen, but it's well enough made that you could feel that way.
Right.
So if it would have been messed up or not properly made, you wouldn't really feel that way.
Right.
So it's a well-made film. It's extremely well-made. It's, you know, a tough subject matter.
Yeah, it ain't a feel-good movie.
Yeah, it's not a feel-good movie
It's a hard
at
film
any
to watch
time.
because it's about abuse.
It looks great though.
It looks. The director fucked my head up.
Yeah, director. Oh, I saw Arrival.
Okay.
Yeah, that director did Blade Runner. So I saw that in Budapest. Yeah.
Okay.
That movie was very good.
And what about what else did you see? Did you see your man Denzel in Fences? Did you see?
Oh yeah,
Fences?
I saw Fences too.
What did you think of that?
I think Fences is tough. You know, here's the thing about, there's just schools of acting, and then there's our business has an evolution, you know, and if we have to be part of that, we have to be part of that evolution as the artists in it. And sometimes, you know, as much as I love Denzel, and I do, and I love Fences, I just think that in a movie like that, I would like to see more freedom with the actors. All the actors seem like Denzel to me, you know. They all seem like they came from that school.
Okay.
But I ain't really from the Denzel school of acting, so I would love to work with him because the contrast would be there.
Right.
They all handle the text almost like Denzel would have.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Part of that's directing. I could see Denzel maybe controlling the actors a little because he's such a good actor.
Right.
Maybe asking for actors to do things he would do.
Right.
Which indeed, if you do that enough, it just makes one voice happen.
I got you.
So I kind of felt like that about it, you know. But I love the play. I've done the play before.
Did you
I want to
it?
do Ma Rainey.
Okay.
Hopefully the film version of Ma Rainey.
You know they're doing. He has
them all. I know.
HBO, like he's doing all of them, right?
All of them. I got to do the. I got to.
You
got to
do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up doing Ma Rainey.
You got to do it. I love
Ma Rainey.
You know,
was the shit.
I love your acting and your style of acting so much, and like I just have such respect for it. And like, you know, and we're friends, but I say that I'm like, yo, I fuck with Wood. And like when I watch you, like even in the New Edition movie, I was like, this fucking guy, like you elevate shit.
That's weird too. You know, it's just, that's something that happens because people believe in you after a while, I believe, because I don't feel like I'm doing something different. You know, I don't feel like I'm doing anything different than I probably ever did, you know? Now, in terms of my approach, like, I just think after you show people some certain level of consistency, because you do the same thing, it's a we thing. We elevate the process or the project because people have seen enough of us.
They give you trust.
Yeah, they trust you already. Their expectations get met. They might expect you to be good, and then you're good, you know, or great, and you're great.
Right.
And so if you do that enough, I remember going and buy. I'm gonna use hip hop analogies a little bit. So you go buy the Rakim, you expect that to be. You'd be let down if those albums you bought wasn't fresh.
Right.
You put them on. But because you expected, you already like, okay, I'm about to put this shit about to be dope. You already. And people feel that way about us sometimes because we're in a lot of their favorite things, like Paid in Full. People, any fan of mine from Paid in Full, they have an expectation. And hopefully I meet their expectation. And as long as that happens, it's breeding consistency to the fan, you know? And then that person will tell somebody, and because we kind of like I said, we're from the James Cagney era of we need grassroots, you know, even if it's social media.
Absolutely. Like the fan appreciation means everything.
Fan is what it's all about. Actually,
absolutely.
We would not be able to have consistency without it. So I truly do love the fans, people who can look at us and say, man, I see the star.
Yes.
Because they have to see a star, you know.
Right.
Because we look in the mirror and you see Mike, I see Wood. I don't see nothing like that.
I just see a dusty motherfucker
don't
with
get
bad breath.
Mike is like fucking Eminem. He's so good at talking about himself.
No, but let me, the real question
He's
is...
the best at talking about himself.
This is a hard-hitting question, and I want you to be honest, okay? Because there's been some rumors circulating. You had some questionable wigs in New Edition.
Oh, Lord.
The New Edition movie, there's actually...
that shit ain't funny neither, man.
No, listen to me. You had some questionable wigs. You had a fucking Jerry curl
Yo, that
was.
shit ain't funny.
It looked like
Yo,
it
I'm
was
gonna tell you
living on
something, that
its
shit ain't funny.
own.
Yo,
Apparently, that Jerry curl, that
The
Jerry curl wig.
page is not funny, dog.
Is that
the page is not funny, dog.
Is that Jerry curl wig now? Apparently, it was stolen. It's missing like Tom Brady's Super Bowl jersey. Where is that fucking Jerry curl wig? And can I have it? I would love
Yo,
to
that
rock
Jerry
that.
curl wig looked great.
It
First
looked
of all,
good. It looked real as shit,
It
and that's
looks
why it
real,
was frightening.
which is crazy.
I remember talking to you. I remember. Hold on, let me say. I remember when I first got to set, and I didn't know, like it was '80s out, and I'm like talking to Wood. He got this fucking Jerry curl wig on, and you trying to have a normal, like you're just talking to me regular, and I'm like, yo, my man, we're gonna acknowledge this wig before we get into how's your family, how's your kids, what's up with your Knicks. I'm like, I need to talk about your wig piece, dude, because your wig piece is a living, breathing entity, and it's on your fucking dome. So where's the wig? And where's Tom Brady's jersey? And cut the fucking shit, okay?
wig and the
Because the
Brady-
Texas Rangers are looking for the wig and the jersey right now.
The wig and the jersey is with OJ's knife.
Okay.
It's with OJ's knife. No, to be honest with you, I like the wig. I like wig work.
Do you?
Yeah, wig work is cool. I've not done that before. I've not done wig work.
You don't mind sitting down like the extra time in the trailer and the makeup and hair? Because it drives me fucking
Nah,
crazy.
they gotta be fast though. I don't like that. I don't like taking time. So I don't like that. I don't like people taking time. But I use the time. I look at the script. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on a set, the thing that I notice about younger actors, and maybe if you are an actor and you're listening to this, or
Listen to it because it's coming from Wood Harris.
it's this thing here, and I'm sure you probably do this too. But when I'm on a set, you can be on a set about 12 hours or more. Sometimes 8 hours. That's a short day on
That's
the set.
a short day. 12 hours is
You
about
get out
average
8 hours, you're like
14,
happy, or
15.
you feel like your life is back to you.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing 12, 14, 15. Anyway, on the set the whole time, I'm really just doing the work. Like when I'm not around people, I'm just in the room, still looking at the script, still trying to figure out the lines, still trying to figure out a moment too. I'm just trying to use my imagination the whole 12 hours because it's only going to be a few weeks or days or however long we're shooting. And for that whole time, so I don't go to the lunch thing with everybody and chill with lunch, and I tend to not do that a little bit. But I'm not set from them, in terms of I'm not like unavailable for the people, for the actors. I'm not hoity-toity kind of individual.
Right.
I'm just in the room. You
You're
can
just
come in the
chilling.
room. I'm just gonna be in the room looking at the script. Like I'll even chop it up, but I really just want to look at the script.
Right.
Because I want to look at it, figure out something I don't know, see if I can find a moment that I didn't think about. I'm just trying to use my imagination to the most, because that's really what we're doing too, Mike. We're using our imaginations, and if we forget that, we just click it on, start doing a process that we already do, right? But the fun times when we was like just getting involved as young actors, the young lions trying to take the pride, that energy of feeling like, well, I got this. Like
Right.
I feel like that newness. You want to feel that
Right.
on the set sometime. And to me, I feel it when I'm just looking for more in the role, like more in the scene we about to shoot.
Yeah.
Because different than the overall script. I'm here today and I'm shooting the scene. I know what I'm going to work on.
Right.
I have an idea of what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
I'm on this. I've seen the set. That's another thing.
The experience you get that.
I go on the set alone too. I go on the set when no one's there. I go on the set. I get into the set. I kind of do. I do a lot in the thing, but
Right.
it's just normal for me now because it's been 20 years.
Do you know at this point, because when I was younger, I would so defer to like the director and like, is it good? Is it good? Okay, let's move on. Like, but for me personally, now I know that's good. Like I've even caught myself saying it, and I don't want to say it in an arrogant way, but like if you're doing a take, I'll be like, that was good. That was good. Like I'll say it out loud because like I'm like also like that was good. Let's move forward. Unless we're gonna do, because like one of the things with some directors will be like they'll have you do it again and again, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do the same shit. Like
Right.
we don't need to keep doing
50
it
times. Yeah,
if
I
it's the
understand.
same
I hate
shit.
that, though. I gotta tell
if
you,
you
I
got
hate
some
that.
new ideas or it wasn't good or it wasn't what you want, I'm game. But if you want me to do the same fucking thing 9 times,
I'm done.
I found myself like I'm like, come on, like
No, I have done that before. I have said, okay, I'm not going to do this again.
unless it's something different, and then cool. But if you just want the same,
That's
fucking
exactly
thing-
what I did. I did exactly that. I was like, did you get everything? Because if you want something else, nah, just give me one more.
Of
just
what?
one more.
One
like
more
that.
of-
Was there a problem with the thing?
Right.
The
Why
shoe?
are we- of
Nah,
what?
No problem with the shoe. I said, well, I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, I don't need to do it
I'm not
again.
doing it again, yeah.
I like the peanut butter jelly sandwich. You liked it. Now we're either gonna go on to like some chocolate bars,
Something else,
or
please.
soda,
Moving on.
or something.
Moving on.
But I'm not gonna have another fucking peanut butter and jelly
I'm
sandwich.
not doing another peanut butter and jelly
I'm
sandwich.
cool.
And
But
Clint
see-
Eastwood does 8-hour days consistently,
Right.
as a director. So it could be done. He's got Oscar-winning films. He does 8
Woody Allen,
hour,
same shit.
Yeah,
Spike too.
8-hour days.
And I'm sure they probably have grown into that. Like I said, and then you hear some directors like Kubrick was on some like just keep doing it, and obviously you're working with a master and a genius, and then you're sort of gonna sort of let yourself be free because you're like, when by the time you like our age when we could have worked with Kubrick before he passed, you're like whatever he wants. It's like there's certain like Scorsese, these guys, you're a part of their painting, and you're gonna be.
Have you met Scorsese before? I haven't.
You know what? I met him once. I met Martin Scorsese once at like some Oscar thing, and he came up to me and said nice things, and I literally was like, I was like, he fucked me up, and I was bugging because Martin Scorsese, you think he's short, but he's really short. So I was like, oh shit, and he complimented me. I was gonna go over to compliment him, and he's just, and he's talking, and he's short. He's shorter than you, so that was my only,
It can be startling sometimes, some of these cats.
Yeah, because Martin Scorsese, like you love this fucking guy, and he's like 5'5".
Ay.
But he's like, I was like literally like, I'll talk to anybody. He stumped me like it was like when who stumped me also?
Ooh.
Totally different thing,
Ooh.
but same kind of thing, and totally different reason why she stumped me. Rihanna, I was like, she said to me, "I know who you are." I was like, nothing came out.
She's tall too, right?
Is she? Oh yes.
Is she pretty?
She's everything. She's everything.
Pretty? Does she look like she look on the
She
thing?
looked
I've never
like
seen her before.
exactly like she looked like it, and the air felt fresher when she walked past me.
Yeah, it felt fresher.
Like the air felt fresher, like the air, like it was just like how when you spray like not like Lysol, but like a nice air freshener comes in, or like a perfume comes in a room. Like she filled the whole arena up. I saw her at a basketball game, and she said, "I know who you are," and I was like, nothing came out of my mouth.
She better not talk to me, kid.
You'll be ready.
Full court press on her.
I hear
know what I'm
you,
saying?
but the fact that she said something to me first fucked me up.
1-on-1, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you, my
First
man.
to 32.
No doubt. Wood Harris.
She get the ball first.
Wood and Rihanna.
it?
That'd be a good couple. She'd
sound
be
like-
better off fucking with a guy like
She should be
you.
my co-star sometime. Matter of fact, that might happen. A
Let's
lot of
put
shit
that
I
out
say
there.
happens. Yeah, because she's on some show now, too. She's on some show.
Is she on a show or a movie?
I don't know, man. One of those.
Have you ever met Scorsese?
Never met Scorsese.
Never, because you're Wood's a little taller than me. You're gonna be ready, because my man is. He
I
makes
feel
Spike
weird like
Lee
that,
look
though.
like Kareem.
I don't like that, though.
What do you mean?
Like people really do have like they feel some kind of way when they come across us, like, because we're tall. Like, I don't know how
I don't think
Scorsese was, but Spike.
No, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, Spike-
Scorsese came right up to you. I mean,
yeah.
Scorsese came right up to you. I'm just saying for you, just be like, because when you see somebody like that's surprised, you like,
You're surprisingly small and you
You're like- I was
react
like-
to it. Yeah.
It just bugged me out. I was like, oh shit, my man is shorter than I heard.
I met Prince.
What was
Prince
that like?
was super cool.
Where'd you
and
meet him?
actually, he came up to me as a fan, like.
On some? Are you
Prince,
serious?
Because I did the Jimi Hendrix thing.
Right.
Let me tell you this: what Prince did real quick.
Yeah, give me some shit, Wood.
I met Prince.
Don't be
at,
humble.
Remember Guy?
Yes.
His shop, his club that's
Yeah.
right next to Jerry's
Guys.
100 years ago.
This dude, Guy, not Guy Osiri, Guy.
Guy Margo.
His
Guy-
family
no,
owned
Guy,
Jerry's
I forget his
Deli,
last name, yeah.
which is a popular deli in LA. Then he had a spot called Guy's.
Yeah. So one night, I was there because Prince's DJ, Rashida, was dating a
Right.
friend of mine. He was like, yo, come up, Rashida's birthday party. So I go there. You remember Guy's spot was small.
Yes.
I mean, maybe 100 people, not even. I mean, like 85 people could fit
Right.
in there. It was small. And, but dark. So Prince comes up to me and he's like, tap me on my back. I turn around.
He tapped you?
Yeah, tap me on the back. When I turn around, it's Prince. You know what I'm saying?
Was
And
he glowing?
Hell yeah, he's good. It was Prince. It was 100% Prince. And he goes, in a deep Prince voice, because, them cats be fucking with their voice. The voice be over here. The voice be falsetto sometimes. In the deep Prince voice, he goes, recognize my suit? So I did. I recognized his suit, right? So I said, yeah. And I was about to say what I thought it was. He said, hold that thought. And he dipped. He dipped, right? So I was with one of my boys, and I was like, yo, my man, yo, that's Prince. He was like, yo, dude, you fucking around. It's, yeah, man, that's Prince. We going back and forth. I was like, yo. He comes back, and in the Prince way, he goes, well. Seems like Purple Rain, you know what I'm saying? He said, well. And I said, that's Jimi Hendrix suit. He had a double-breasted pinstripe Jimi Hendrix suit on from that Jimi Hendrix wore in a court trial that he had. And so it's real obscure shit to know, but I totally recognize it because I played Jimi Hendrix and we did the scene and the suit was real specific. So
what was it? Jimi
Prince
Hendrix
had on
suit.
the suit.
He had on that suit?
He had that suit on. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Was Hendrix small like that?
Hendrix was much smaller than people think. He looked tall. Oh, no, Prince had on a replica of it.
Okay.
He had the exact replica
I got you.
Because I asked him the same thing. I thought that he had on, because he probably could afford to buy Jimmy's suit. But anyway, he had that on. And I knew the answer, and then, and then I got invited to his crib, went to his crib one time.
In L.A.?
Here, yeah.
And what the fuck was that like?
Crib was crazy, man. I mean, it was huge. It was just like huge. I think it was off Mulholland, if I'm not mistaken. But like his crib was just gigantic, and it was more like a villa, like a group of houses, and they were huge.
Did you see him perform like one of those concerts? Like
yeah, he was we were in the living room. It was just Prince. He was just being himself, and it was not a lot of people there, but he had like an open band thing where anybody could come and play
and they're just up there rocking.
And they were just up there rocking. But it was Sheila E. I think Larry Graham was there. Prince was in and out of it. Yeah, I saw Prince and D'Angelo perform together in a small venue one time. But yeah, that was an interesting thing, though, to meet Prince.
Give me one more other person, like a celebrity that you admired, that you met over the years. Because like people think like you get detached, like and like you get sort of like
you lose your fanfare.
I made a promise when I came out to LA I was never going to be unimpressed with people. Yeah. You have to stay excited,
fresh, right?
You have to stay like, oh shit! Obviously anybody's gonna. It would take years to get over fucking hanging out with Prince. Like you're always gonna be like, that's fucking Prince. Like who was another one that you met over the years that you were like, oh shit?
Well, it's weird now that I think of it. I met quite a few that I would say like, wow, that was an incident that was similar to Prince's too. Like I met Paul Newman.
Oh, shit.
Before Paul Newman died. And I was a fan of Paul Newman's, you know what I'm saying? Cool Hand Luke and all that type of shit. Those are like cats I really liked. So,
right.
So I ended up doing a play off Broadway that Joanne Woodard directed years ago.
His wife.
Yeah, his wife. And we rehearsed at his crib. You know what I'm saying? And so me, Marissa Tomei, and at that time, it was a long time ago. Like there was, nobody was famous. I was actually like getting out of school. I was in school, maybe still. It was the summer or something like that. And I meet Paul Newman. He and Sidney Poitier, they get on the elevator with me, right? Because Paul Newman lived on like 95th Street off of like 5th Street.
Right.
Like, the top floor is his and the building is crazy.
Fly Paul Newman
Super
shit.
fly shit. Paul Newman shit. Like Newman's own.
Right.
Real talk. So I get on there. So you hear these two dudes before you see them. They laughing. You hear these robust laughs come around the corner, and it's Sidney Poitier, Paul Newman.
Were you like, what
two of
the
my
fuck?
favorite? Fuck yeah! I was just like, oh shit. I literally was like, oh shit. Took a deep breath and just was like trying to relax and just be cool and sort of disappear, And they got on it because they was having a conversation. I wasn't gonna say nothing to them. So boom, rolled to his floor with them, got off, and when we got off. We just went inside, and he and Sidney Poitier disappeared because the apartment was huge, much bigger than anything you can imagine right now. Like you can get lost in his apartment, and we go off and rehearse. Anyway, long story short, we do the play. It was Waiting for Godot. Waiting for Lefty.
Okay.
This old play that nobody does anymore. And we did it in the round too, some real super New York shit, some super artistic New York shit with Marissa Tomei and these other people. And so he came, he saw the play opening night. When Paul Newman walks up to me, I see him snaking through this crowd of people after the play, and people are sort of meandering and talking and drinking wine and all that type of shit. And he sort of like, I see him snaking over to me, and I'm standing there with Marissa Tomei, and he comes over to me and he's like, yo. He said, listen, you kick gas, kid.
He said that?
Yeah, Paul Newman said to me, "You kicked ass,
With
kid."
the blue eyes and all
Yeah,
that.
with the blue eyes and all that. And Marissa Tomei like slapped him on his shoulder for some reason. You know, he was a big flirt. He was cool with the chicks like that. Like,
Hell yeah, he's
said
Paul
something
Newman.
to her that was perfect. I should have wrote it down, but I did write down what he told me.
That's dope.
It's like the only thing I ever made a diary of.
That's dope.
I got a 1-sentence diary, and I just told the whole world.
That's it. That's all you need. Paul Newman
He said, "I kicked ass, kid."
that's it. You don't need to fill
Big
the rest.
fan of Paul Newman. And then to meet Denzel later and work with him, all those guys I was a big fan, like huge, star-studded fan, like anybody would be
Right.
whoever was a fan of somebody. Like,
Do you find that, because since you've played so many criminal cock suckers, from Paid in Full to Above the Rim
there's a lot of bad guys, yeah.
to Avon Barksdale, and I'm sure there's like a whole list of shit. Like, you know, if I went through, like, you know, I'm sure there's probably
Even
10.
what we did in Justified. We were always
Yeah,
playing
yes,
the bad guys.
yes,
Yo,
yes.
we worked in Justified. I
But you
forgot
have an
about that.
ice cold way, like that you could do as a bad guy. But you weren't a bad guy in Paid in Full. But you know the character was a drug dealer. But you were the best of the bunch. But you played a lot of street shit. Do you find that people, when they approach you, like street dudes, like they're like trying to like, are you on some real shit? Like, are they trying to size you up, or are they like, or most motherfuckers they get it? Because you've played some motherfuckers, like especially like back in Above the Rim before you're real famous. Like people, like I was like, who the fuck is this fucking guy? Like you're like, who is this fucking guy? I got the razor in his mouth. Like I was like, who is this fucking guy here?
My experience with cats in the real world who have seen like me play the bad guy, who might be like those characters, they do acknowledge that with me, that I have the experience of some pretty big time cats showing me love the way they show love. You know, I always look at it like, oh, that's how the Italians treat Robert De Niro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I always look. Do you ever met Robert De Niro?
Of course.
I never met Robert.
You
De
never
Niro.
met him?
But I got a note from Robert De Niro as a. That's somebody I got a note from who complimented me one time. But
Are
I
you
never met
fucking
him.
serious?
I never met Robert De Niro, bro.
Yo, what was the note?
you
What
gonna
did-
introduce me to Robert De Niro?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, introduce
Yo,
me to
Robert,
Robert De
I
Niro.
mean, it's
That's
not
one
like
of-
we're best friends, but
Dude, Robert De Niro's might be. I mean, what's your top five? Robert De Niro's in my top five. Nowadays, this young generation, all they see is the grandfather Robert De Niro.
They're crazy.
They don't even know Robert De Niro. They don't even watch
Go-
Raging Bull.
What's your top 5 actors? You do one, I'll do one.
Top five.
And then you need to tell me how you got the note from Robert De Niro.
The
But
note from Robert De Niro came from my agent. Yeah.
or for what project?
It was off of Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
And it was just a
little
compliment.
scene, overlooked performance in Jimi Hendrix movie. Made
Of
for
all things, Jimi
I was fucking floored by that shit. Like you don't look like you can say, well, he don't look exactly. You
don't see
had his
myself,
essence
yeah.
down. You had the fucking essence of Jimi Hendrix down. And I advise you. I'm sure you can watch it on Netflix.
You can get that if you want.
What's the name of the film?
Hendrix is just called
Yo,
Hendrix.
watch Wood Harrison in Hendrix, because it just kind of came and went, and it should have gotten more sort of life than it should, because your performance, I remember I hit you, or we were playing in the NBA Entertainment Basketball League, and I was just like, you know how much I was impressed by that? I remember where I was when I saw it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like I remember, like I was in my old crib. I had the flat screen TVs that you had to move around. They weren't on the wall like them shits.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, yo, this motherfucker's actually like Jimi Hendrix. Like it wasn't like you were doing an impression. Like you captured his essence.
Yeah, I think that that's what you really want to do, is like you want to try to find, if you're playing a real person, then your research is simpler. Really, it's almost easier to be a real person in acting if you're capable of doing it than to have to use your imagination and constantly create fictitious characters,
Right.
make them from scratch. No, something was already made.
Right.
These are the ingredients. Can you find these ingredients within yourself? Type thing.
Right.
So, Jimi Hendrix, Avon Barksdale, most of the characters people see, those are real people.
Right.
So it's a blessing for me and myself, I believe, as an artist, that, you know, you kind of I think actors get what's thrown to them in a sense.
Right.
So you end up shaped up the way your career makes you the actor who you know.
I got you.
And I don't know. I think that I've been very fortunate in that sense.
The I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast is sponsored by Casper Mattress, an obsessively engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. You could try a Casper mattress for 100 nights, risk-free in your home. If you do not love it, they will pick it up and refund you everything. With over 20,000 reviews online and an average of 4.8 stars, Casper is quickly becoming the internet's most popular mattress. They have sheets, they have pillows, they even have doggy beds. Go to Casper.com. Save $50 towards any mattress purchased by visiting www.casper.com/Rapaport. Use the promo code Rapaport. Try a Casper mattress, 100 nights risk-free in your home. If you don't love it, they will pick it up and refund you everything. Go to www.casper.com/Rapaport.
Play.it is your new podcast network for best-in-class entertainment and storytelling, featuring lifestyle experts and personalities.
Hey, it's Amber Rose.
This is Michael Rapaport.
I'm Stassi Schroeder.
This is Drinks Champ Radio.
Risque with Roxy and Ruby.
Hey, it's Elliot Wilson from Rap Radar.
Welcome to the Cosmo Happy Hour.
Gamer Tag Radio.
Play.it is delivering storytelling at its best.
We're going to sit down with the culture's most important voices.
Relationships, dating.
We are going to go there. Hear what you've been missing at Play.it.
Who are your top five?
Top five.
You do one, and we'll do top five. We can't duplicate. Your actors that mean the most. You do one, I'll do one. We'll do five each.
All right. I would say, I'm going to have to say, well, I got to put Denzel. This is not like me saying this is my favorite actors list. I mean, it is that.
In no
but
order.
I don't know
just
how.
top five.
Yeah, in no order. Okay, that's
this
what
is
I mean.
top five available, so it's the top 10 between me and Wood Harris. Go ahead. You
All right,
got Denzel?
I'm going to say Denzel.
I'm going to take De Niro.
Shit.
All right, it's like we're doing a
We're
draft
picking two
pick.
squads.
Like we're doing all-star
Denzel,
teams. So you're Denzel, I got De Niro.
Shit. Oh, man. Well, you're going to make me go Anthony Hopkins on
All
you.
right, fuck.
Exactly.
Okay.
You better get who I think you should get right now. Because if you don't get her.
Oh. I'm gonna let you get her because I wasn't gonna pick her, but you got Anthony Hopkins, so I thought
You
immediately.
better get her because I got Anthony Hopkins. Your squad is over if
No,
you
I
don't
got
get her.
really because I got De Niro and now I got Marlon Brando. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that. Okay, Marlon Brando's playing center. This is top.
I love
I'll
Marlon Brando.
Okay, I'm
sticking with my Meryl Streep.
fine.
Denzel,
The
Anthony
overrated
Hopkins,
Meryl
and-
Streep. She's
oh
so
my
overrated.
God. Yeah, right. Like
She's
Trump
overrated.
said, right. If you make
She's
quote
been
Trump,
nominated 20 times.
if you make Trump quote,
She's overrated. Your team's fucked.
are you
Meryl
crazy? My
Streep's
squad is crazy right now.
Yo,
Think about
all right.
it.
So you got Meryl. So you got
I'm
Denzel,
Denzel,
Anthony
Meryl,
Hopkins.
Anthony. You're Marlon. Who you got?
I got
Marlon
Bob. I got
and
my
Bob.
third pick coming up right now. I'm gonna go with Dustin Hoffman. He's my.
love Dustin Hoffman.
I fucking
I
love
love
him. I need a woman. I'm gonna come
Yeah,
back to a
see,
woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay?
I took care of that already.
Yeah. No. Go ahead. You got the woman.
I got the woman. Nah, there's some cool ones out there. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to go. Jeez. I really
You got a good team though.
Huh?
You have a
I got
good
a
squad.
dog. You see my squad?
Yeah, I let you. When you said her, I knew you were gonna go with
should've
Meryl.
took her.
But she's so overrated. She's so over fucking rated.
Why
And
do you
Meryl-
say that?
What has she been in? I'm just kidding. You
I know that's the Trump.
What has she been in?
Trump talk.
That's the Trump in you. You remember what was that? Who's that
That's
rapper
the
that made the
Trump
song?
in you.
That was the bitch in you. Common. That's the bitch in you. That should be a.
Oh, yeah,
that's the
was
Trump in
crazy.
you.
That's the Trump in you. Ugh.
Common. That's you. He got to do that. That's the Trump in you.
I don't know. Let me see. That's my 3, and then I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna have to go. You know who used to be on the list, and I probably have to just put him back on that list and
Who?
just not disrespect him by saying he used to be on there. I'm gonna go with Lawrence Fishburne, man.
Great.
I love
Did you
Lawrence
see
Fishburne.
his BET Mandela?
I didn't see it. I need to see that.
Yo, it lived. He.
Yeah, I'm a Lawrence Fishburne fan. I got the chance to work with him last year too. I had a robust last year.
What'd you work with him on?
This thing called Bronzeville.
Oh, okay.
That was fun.
I fuck with Fishburne
Yeah,
hard
I fuck with Fishburne
body.
hardcore, man.
I'm a fuck. All right, because now you have not only do you have a
Look at my
multicultural
squad.
list, you're
gender-wise, too. What are you fucking
I got
doing
a bunch
over
of
here?
Italians.
This guy from New York
and
not picking nothing.
I got fucking Italians
Remember
and
the
Jews.
Italians?
I got a
It's
couple of
fucking-
Italians and I don't think
And
Brandon's
one
Italian.
Jew. He only got one Jew
All right,
on
I'm
his
gonna go
squad.
with Samuel Jackson.
That's
I'm
a
gonna go
good
with
one.
Sam.
That's a good one. That's about third on that one.
Okay. So now I gotta
Shit gets
find a
tough
woman.
now.
Shit.
You need a chick. Oh, you don't need a chick though, because Meryl Streep, she's like the
No, we're
she's
gonna
the
take a
Jordan
lot of
it.
shit. They're gonna be like,
I
you
got
only
Mike
pick
now.
Meryl Streep?
But I got Mike, though. That's Mike on the squad, really, if you think about it. I know she's overrated, but...
Totally overrated.
Totally overrated. You know what I'm
She's a
saying?
joke.
Like the way she did Silkwood and the way she did that fucking...
Silkwood, yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
performance
and Kramer
was,
versus Kramer.
If I see her, I'm be like, you're fucking overrated.
Yeah, you're just
Think about letting her
overrated.
know that.
I mean, I would be impressed to see you, but the only thing that I wanted to tell you is you're overrated.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I never met Meryl Streep, but I was like, come on.
Like when I cried about that, when I actually cried when you made me cry, fuck that. You overrated.
Yeah. Sophie's Choice, you know what? I thought it was just like the reason why I was crying is how overrated you are.
And it was so long ago, and she was like that bad that long ago.
And how bad can you, for how long could you be that bad? Like the consistency of being bad for year after year.
And what makes her bad is that she does every role the same way.
Every role's the same way, the accent's the same.
I almost got to fucking laugh to say, now I'm laughing. I'm literally laughing to say that.
Like as far as the versatility, it's like do something different, Meryl Streep.
It's almost like saying Mike was overrated.
Yeah, Michael Jordan, the
Mike's
6
overrated,
rings.
man. All those
Yeah, but what
rings.
about Steve Kerr? He had a lot to do with it.
You know what I'm saying?
What about Bill Cartwright? You remember he was on that team? All right, so who's your fifth?
Number 5, I said Fishburne. I said Denzel. I said young Meryl Streep. I said Anthony Hopkins. That's crazy. So, you know what I'm gonna go?
I got one for you.
No, I'm gonna go. This guy is one of my favorites, and he's been falling off a little bit. But
Who?
I'm gonna go Johnny Depp on you, man.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
another guy who morphs all. Nah. Can I take that back?
Go ahead. You could put Johnny as your sixth man.
All right, that's
Johnny
Johnny off the bench.
Johnny's your
'Cause
sixth
my favorite
man.
actor is fucking Sean Penn. Game of Rock.
Fuck, I was gonna take him.
Game
you
of
motherfucker.
Rock.
I was gonna take
Game
him.
of Rock.
You never worked with him, huh?
I never met Sean Penn. That's my favorite actor.
He's a cool dude.
No El Chapo. You heard?
No El Chapo. Sean Penn, no El Chapo. All right,
Sean Penn,
my
no El
fifth.
Chapo. What's all that about? Yo, seriously, man.
He's a wild cowboy. He's a wild cowboy.
Yo, Sean Penn went to Haiti when the shit right after the storm.
I respect Sean Penn.
Like I fuck with him. Sean Penn slapped the shit out of Madonna. Yo, come here. I'll fuck you up. Sean Penn, back in the day, Sean Penn said this. Sean Penn said, Madonna, fuck out of here with that.
Yeah. Say,
Come here. Hold this. Back then when you could do that type of shit, he was
get
doing
away
that
with
type
it.
of
Now
shit.
you can videotape, put up in real
It's
time.
a wrap.
All right, I'm gonna go with John Turturro because I fuck with him and
I
he's
love
totally
John Turturro.
underrated, underappreciated.
You know we beating y'all by 40 though, right?
No, are you crazy?
Are you
I got
crazy?
Robert De Niro.
Pick a
and
director for
you know
your
who's my
squad.
sixth
Pick
man?
a director for your
No,
squad.
no,
Who's
you
your
know
sixth man?
Al Pacino. He's
Oh,
coming
nah, he
off my
needs to be on
fucking
the
bench.
squad.
And I was gonna
you
pick
got
Jack
Al off
Nicholson,
the
but he's a
bench?
little overweight right now.
Pick who?
I was gonna pick Jack Nicholson, but I picked Al over Jack.
Oh, my squad is just. I don't know what the fans are gonna
I'm
think
gonna let
about
the fans.
this. I hope
who
they
wins
really,
this game
The-
with these squads? You heard the squads. Cast your vote.
the noble gang wins again.
All right, but all right. This is
Crazy.
where things I think are gonna go off the rails. They banned Charles Oakley from the Garden. You're not a New Yorker, but you're sort of a New Yorker at
I'm
heart.
an honorary New Yorker.
And you were there during the 90s.
Brooklyn.
You're a basketball dude. And Oakley was a Chicago dude.
Yeah, he was Chicago and the Knicks.
What is your take on this whole thing with Oakley and the way this whole thing? And now they got a temporary ban. This has been a bad year for bans. First they're banning Muslims.
Now
They're
they
doing
ban
airport
Oakley.
bans. And now Oakley.
And now Oakley.
What the fuck is going on, Wood?
Both of them should go to court. But I think that it's actually very sad. It just makes me feel sad, actually. It made me feel really bad to see that we're such a divided place nowadays. And some of it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't really make sense. I don't even care if he says something to Dolan. Like, so what?
Right.
Like, let's say he said, yo, fuck you, Dolan. You fucking the squad up. Well, you are, dude. You only won 7 playoff games in 16 years or some shit. 12 years.
I think it's 17.
7 games, too, right? It's
17, no, 17
7 playoff games in 17 years.
Is it 7? Whatever it is, we
It's
don't
7
fact check.
playoff games in over a decade. Let's just say that.
Yeah. That's
7. You know it take 4 to get out.
we won one. We
You
won.
need to win 4 and out. So I don't want to hear it because I do respect the game of basketball. I respect the New York history as it relates to the game of basketball. I'm from Chicago originally. I love the rivalry we had with the Knicks. But now the Bulls and the Knicks, they suck. They both suck. A lot of it
I
has
don't
to do
feel
with,
bad for you. You got rings. Your rings are still shining.
Because we had Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen.
No shit.
Y'all never had two players like that.
No.
Nobody has. I mean, now you can almost say those players exist, but yeah, we had that. And we had the young Phil Jackson, and we had all these. Come on, man. But Krause? Yo,
right.
Fuck the Krauses, dog.
Right.
They some dick
You guys
wads.
feel that way about Krause.
Yeah,
like
we
Chicago
already can't stand him, dog. Nobody likes him. He's not likable.
What's your opinion on Pippen? Do you think Pippen, like as a true blue Chicago fan, do you think Pippen? It's so hard to say because it's like such a big what if. These kinds of like theoretically, like would Obama have beaten George Washington in the game of Monopoly? Like who would have won a 50-yard dash between Nancy Reagan and Michelle Obama? Like these philosophical things. But do you think Pippen? Obviously, his greatness had to have been accentuated, and he talk about like a
No,
room.
man. Scottie Pippen.
Do you think he's a great player? Do you think he's top 50 player?
This is hilarious to me.
you
It's
know
so
what
difficult for Scottie Pippen to
It's
get
totally
respect.
difficult.
Because he's underneath the shadow of Michael Jordan. But
Yes.
just think of this. Consider this.
Yes.
Who was a better player in the league than Scottie Pippen, other than Michael Jordan?
Oh fuck, man. Charles Barkley.
Man, eat a fucking box of garbage.
Charles
Barkley
Barkley
was nowhere near as good as Scottie Pippen. He could not shoot as good as him. He's not an all-around player. You're right over there?
Yeah, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Help, nurse.
Go ahead. So you think
There was
Scottie
not
Pippen
a
was
better at the time that Pippen was
in
playing,
their prime?
At the time they all were in the league in their prime. There was not a better basketball player in the league but Michael Jordan.
Of course.
To show you how great he was. So but for Michael Jordan, you watch the games. I mean, I saw all the local games. There was not a more exciting player to watch. He used his left hand like no other basketball
You talking about
player.
Scottie or Jordan?
Scottie.
Yeah.
Scottie is taller and
Defensively,
longer than,
too.
He's the greatest defender, one of the greatest defenders the league ever had.
Yes.
The only person who probably could stick Jordan was Pippen.
Right.
There was not a better basketball player.
But don't
he
you
blocked
think-
shots like Mike. He scored 40 with Mike sometimes in the game.
Right.
He passed the rock already like he was like a Lamar Odom.
Do you don't think he was
In
overrated?
fact, that's what they say Lamar Odom is like.
Right.
No, he's not overrated. He created a breed of players.
So you don't think being around Michael
He's
Jordan
more like
gave
a
him
Magic Johnson.
You don't think it gave him the sort of
Dog,
the
he can
room
handle
to-
the rock already like KD.
Okay.
Stop pretending like you ain't see what. Listen, man. Scottie Pippen,
I
that
knew it
Irish,
was gonna get hyped.
that
It was-
Irish basketball player named Scottie Pippen was incredible. The only player in the league at the time that he was playing that I could say was really greater than him was Michael Jordan. All the other players were no more than equal. Barkley was at best equal.
You don't think that
he
Scottie
wasn't-
being with Michael, obviously Scottie being with Michael.
No, it's hard to do that.
I know.
Ask
It's
Kobe.
I know.
It's not easy to
It
play
just-
with a dominant player who demands the ball a lot.
I totally get it. I'm just asking the question.
He did that role better than Kobe, though.
Absolutely.
He went and got 6 chips with Mike. And then when Mike left, he took
sat
him
on the
all
bench,
the way.
but he fucked up. You
I don't
know
give
what
a
I'm
fuck
talking
about
about.
the one moment
The Tony
that-
Kukoc. He
You know
played
why?
himself.
Because Phil Jackson was the Zen. He wasn't the Zen master back then.
Yo, he had 3
He
rings
should not
already.
have been trying to. He should not have been trying. Listen, who's going to defer that last shot to somebody at that time when Jordan retired? The best player in the league was Scottie Pippen. The Bulls went back. How come they went back? Anyway,
I'm
they
just
went
saying,
back. Who was better? Ewing?
Barkley.
Barkley, huh?
Fucking,
You keep
who
talking about
was there?
Barkley.
I'm just because right now,
Can you imagine him even passing the ball? Barkley was a dominant rebounder. That's it.
Was Kobe in the league? Shaq was in the league?
Shaq.
Yeah, this is 95.
I said a better player. Now, Shaq was a dominant player as a center.
I'm just getting the times messed up.
Kobe might have been in the league.
Who else was in the league? Karl Malone? He's pretty good.
He wasn't a better player. That shows you how great he was. At times, he was the best player in the league.
He was a motherfucker. He was a motherfucker.
If you put him into perspective like that, now I know people don't like the sit down on the bench shit, and I don't like that either.
Played himself.
But I get it though. He
Talk
might
about
have
the
played
bitch in
himself.
you.
He might have played himself.
Talk about the bitch
But
in
you
you.
know what? The coach should have. He was the star and the captain of the squad. He was the best player on the team. Co-coach was making more money than him.
Right. It was whack.
Time out. I want y'all to hear
Because I
that.
was, as much
Hold on,
as,
listen to
let me
this.
just say this. As far as, because I was.
First of all, the fans out there, go look up and Google who the fuck Tony Kukoc is.
Right.
Because y'all don't even know who we're talking about.
But I'm going to say this. As much as I hated the Bulls, I didn't like the Tony Kukoc train. Like, I hated the Bulls, but I wasn't like, good, Tony Kukoc, fuck Scottie Pippen. I thought it was fucked up.
Come on, he made more money than Mike.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And Pippen.
It was crazy. White privilege,
the
man.
Sauerkrauses over there. That's
Serbian
what they are.
privilege. Was
Can
he
you believe
Serbian?
it? Yeah,
Where was he?
Nah,
Something
I don't
like
know
that.
where he was from. Something like that.
Okay.
Serbian, yeah. And I ain't mad at him. You can't be mad at him. But like, just think about that. So he came on that team. He wasn't a better player. He was a European player. He was a very good player. He wasn't a great player because he wasn't consistent.
No, he wasn't a great player.
Scottie Pippen was consistent. He always played at a high level. He used his left hand just like his right hand. He was 6'7" or 8. I saw him one time. I swear to God, he's 6'8".
Yeah, he's
his
tall.
hand is like 14 inches long. He could dribble the ball like KD back then.
Yeah.
He used the glass like nobody else in the league.
And he could D your
D
ass
up
up.
anybody in the league, a center to a guard.
Have I ever told you that
It ain't a better basketball player than him. Yeah, he belong in the top 50. Really, he's in the top 20.
I'm not sure if I shared this with the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast fans, and I'm pretty sure I didn't share this with you, Wood. But I was once had relations with a girl, very beautiful girl, looked like Uma Thurman. She had sex with Michael Jordan.
The thing about Uma Thurman is the hips to waist ratio is real nice.
Yeah.
And then she got...
Yeah. No doubt.
Whispering
He's saying
over
things
here.
off mic. But I had relations with
You
a girl
heard?
who had
off mic shit.
Yeah, that's off mic shit.
Off mic shit.
What did Wood?
And I ain't talking about Jordan. You heard off mic shit. But go ahead.
I had relations with a girl who had relations with both Scottie and Michael.
On that Clinton shit, they're having relations, huh?
And I always felt like when with this girl, I wanted to bring my best
up skirts out here, huh?
I wanted to bring my best work to the table.
Cigars and everything, huh?
Because she had been with the greatest of all time,
Mike
and Scottie. Not together,
Nah.
separate but equal. But as a young guy, this was when I was a young guy, I had always wanted to really sort of bring my fuck style to the occasion because she has been with Michael Jordan and do you know what I'm saying? Like and I didn't know this till later. But when I found that out, I was like, I put that work in and I wanted to, that's how men think. So this is in my 20s. This is not me now. This is in my 20s. I don't want to
No, listen, Mike, you looking all lean like you're getting ready for a roll or something like that.
I'm not. I lost a little bit of weight. I'm trying to stay lean. I'm in my yoga.
Yeah, you look good.
Thank
Your
you,
skin
Wood.
and all that.
Thank
I
you.
was wondering if it's the black sweater.
The black is helping me.
You know what I'm saying?
You fuck. You fucking guys like,
Black
you look good.
sweater.
I don't know. It's because you're in all black. You look like
I
a
don't know,
vampire.
dressed like NWA in this motherfucker.
Who's winning the championship? How are you feeling about your Golden State Warriors? Are you still? What about your boy LeBron Blames? I say it again. Your boy LeBron Blames.
This is fucking weird.
Come on.
First of all,
He had a hissy fit a few weeks ago. I need a playmaker, mommy.
so what?
I
Listen,
need a playmaker.
But what's the big deal about that? Why is it that he can't express what he needs on the squad that he's the captain
Why
of?
is he telling some beat reporter in Cleveland? Why didn't he tell it right to the owner?
I mean, that's
and
a little bit ditty of a sentence if you think about it. Like, imagine me saying, we could use a playmaker. So what? But it's LeBron. Now it's like the Goodyear blimp and shit over the field. Like, oh, he said he need a playmaker. And the thing is, they said, why is he saying that? He can't do it himself? Nah, it's called a fucking team. And that guy's the consummate team player.
Yes.
You must admit, he does not have to pass the ball. He could be a bully. He built like Superman, literally.
Yeah.
And he got the strength. He could be a dick. The guy is not a dick. He take the high road too much. Man, I fuck with LeBron. LeBron James and little Bron. Man, Google Bron. Go to YouTube, look up Bron.
Who the fuck is little Bron?
His
Oh,
son.
his son. His son looks like
Starts out the game, every game hitting 2 half-court shots.
Yeah, he's on some
rocking
shit.
a number 0 because he played more aggressive than his dad. He played like Russ, but he played like his dad.
But do you think he's trying to do the half-court shots before the game because his favorite player is Steph Curry?
No.
Do you think that could be a conflict of interest?
No, his favorite player is Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
You know what, man? I'm going to go on and say this.
Come on. Kick it.
I'm going to go and say this.
You see, I'm trying to poke wood.
They need a piece because Kevin Durant
Yes.
did what he did.
Yes.
Which to me, I ain't going to be mad at Kevin Durant. I'm no longer mad at Kevin Durant
Yeah,
or
me
the
neither.
Golden State Warriors.
It's hard to hate him.
I don't hate him. I don't hate nobody. I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan before I ain't a fan.
You're not a fan of the move that he made.
I'm not a fan of the move he made. I love his basketball game. The guy can really play basketball. And I'm not a KD fan. You know, I ain't going to buy no KDs. You know what I'm saying?
Right. His kicks are actually all right, though.
I watch his games, though, so I support him. Yeah, but I got 2 pairs of LeBrons. The LeBrons are way better
But
looking,
you might as well wear Timberland boots.
Dude, so
You
what?
might as well
I
wear
like
Timberland
Timbs.
boots, because
I
them
like
shits.
Timbs.
Yeah, I know, but instead of wearing your Timbs, you might as well wear your LeBrons, because them shits are clunky. Like if you're going into
They are a little
military,
stiff and shit.
Yeah, if you're going in
I
like
like 'em, though.
military or like a
But they
a
look
mudslide.
fresh, dude. They look super fresh.
When do you rock those? When you play ball? Are you even
I
playing
rock those shits with what I got on now. If I had them on, I just
some
don't have them
LeBrons?
on.
You don't feel like your feet are heavy? Like them shits like cement
They're a
shoes.
little heavy. They're a little heavy.
Like you know how like we used to wear like the
But
ankle
I'm like
weights to stay in
6'6"
shape.
in them shits. Them shits got like this much fucking heel. Like,
Right, like
I'm
you-
showing them like 2 inches of
and
sole.
and how
I'm
long
like,
does it take you to get in? They got straps and
I
buttons.
hate that. That's the only thing. The getting in part and getting out, it's like, damn, I need a fucking nurse.
He fucked up with his sneaker game. His sneaker game is atrocious, and it
You're
never.
so wrong about that. The LeBrons are fresh as hell.
You're wildin'.
Everybody loves the new
Let's
LeBron.
ask the people. I
But
wanna ask the-
they are like technically
Clunky.
like clunky looking. You mean?
Just clunky to get into. Like
yes,
they're-
they are. Clunky to get in and out of.
As
for
a
sure.
punishment for myself last year when he beat
You
the
bought
Golden
a
State
pair of
Warriors,
those shits.
I wore them. It was a self-imposed punishment, and for the day I was like, what the? I felt like I was actually like there was like surveillance
Frankenstein,
on me.
walking like Frankenstein.
Yeah, they're big clunky shits, and I feel like maybe he's just selling them. He can't play in these fucking things.
Nah, he's so strong. He playing them shits.
Yeah, but
Those
what
feel
about
like,
mere mortals like you and me? Like, make some sneakers that are wearable.
I'm not a mere mortal, man.
Wood, listen.
Who told you I was a mere mortal?
When it comes to playing ball, Wood, can you dunk anymore?
yeah.
You could throw it one hand like you could do your Dr. J
Definitely.
shit. Because
Yeah.
Wood got big ass hands, and Wood was on that Dr. J shit. And you know, I thought about doing this. Yeah, I think you could still pull it off because you still look young enough. Like I have this idea in my head for a short film about a young kid who has a dysfunctional family relationship, who has an imaginary friendship with Dr. J. And I've always
that's
imagined,
dope.
and you playing
That'd be
Doc.
dope. That'd be dope. That's a cool ass idea you got there.
Yeah, I've always thought about it because Doc, like I'm sure you, he was my Superman, he was my Batman, he was my Spider-Man. It was no Tobey Maguire. It was Dr. fucking J. He was my I have such affection for that dude. Like talk about meeting somebody, I couldn't say shit when I met Doc, and I met him a few times, and I still haven't gotten past like.
Jay is unbelievable, man.
There's like something magical about
he
him.
is actually like the magical, most dreamy kind of basketball player and shit. Perfect.
Have you ever met Doc?
I never met Dr. J. Yeah,
You
never
could
met-
play Doc.
Never met Dr. J. I would love to play Dr. J. But yo, you know what? Also, Cleveland, the Cavs.
Can't believe this guy's a Cleveland Cavaliers
Listen,
dick rider.
no,
My
I'm a
man Wood
East-
Harris.
I want my squad to come out the East, bro. I'm a Bulls fan. But I'm clear in my head. The Bulls ain't coming out. The Knicks ain't coming out.
No.
The Cavs are. So I'm just giving a map of the future. If I could change the future and make the Bulls go, but it's not gonna happen. And Rondo and the
Oh,
shit they had
fuck.
going over with Wade and
Disgusting.
It's actually disgusting.
Yo, he should go over to
Actually-
China with
and why-
Steph Marbury.
When they let Thibodeau go, I felt like they didn't give a fuck about winning no more.
I agree.
You
I
gotta-
thought
that's-
they had
that guy's
a
a
good.
Hall of Fame coach. One
I
day.
totally agree.
So say what you want. He's gonna be Popovich in like 4 years.
I totally fucking agree.
So
that Minnesota
when-
team is gonna
yeah,
get
they're
clicking.
gonna be hot. Jabari Parker got hurt. That
was
sucks.
fucked
He stayed
up.
getting hurt. But but Cavs are coming out. They need a couple of pieces, and they can compete. It's gonna be a tough game because KD did what he did. But be honest with you, Steph nullified with Kyrie. KD is pretty much nullified with LeBron. Now you got Clay. That's a beast.
He's a
He's
motherfucker.
underrated. And so is
And your man Draymond.
He's underrated.
Draymond, put your weight on.
Put your weight on. And what's the name is playing good? The fucking
who?
Shaq and the Fools Hall of Fame.
JaVale.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the X factor.
He's
If
the
they can keep
fucking-
his medication like leveled out and keep him
I don't want
functioning-
nobody to get injured, but I'm
Me
okay
neither.
with cats getting hurt.
You fuck.
No, I'm serious,
You
man.
fuck.
Because they so stacked. I don't
Yeah,
want
listen.
nobody. I said not injured, okay?
You
It's
mean just like a
difference.
little tweak?
I want cats to be hurt.
Like
dog.
a tweak?
Yeah, hurt. You
Miss a
can't-
game here,
yeah,
miss a game there.
Yeah, as long as it's a game
Listen,
missed.
your boy created the Big Three
Or two.
concept. Your boy, LeBron.
That's not true.
I'm gonna break it
Ask
down.
Kevin
to you.
Garnett,
Hold
Ray
on.
Allen,
I'm
and
gonna
Paul
break it
Pierce,
down. He went
add
down.
Rondo.
He went down there in his
Sprinkle
fucking
with
prime.
Rondo.
He went down there in his prime.
You're killing me with this.
Rondo.
Why
First of all,
people
Rondo
trying
don't
to-
count. Okay, let me finish, and then I want to hear your point. KG, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. They were all. Now they weren't past their prime, but they weren't 25, 24.
KG was.
No, he
was
wasn't.
young.
He was 30-something. Okay? He was 30-something. None of them were the number one player in the league. None of them were the number one.
Something now. So how old was he when he played for the Suns? You hear this
We're
shit
not
out of this guy?
fact-checking.
We
He
not
was over
fact checking,
30.
huh?
We
Well,
not
use your
fucking
imagination
fact-checking
then. He 30 something now, okay, with skinny jeans on. So that guy, I don't know, man. Come on.
No, he
man.
was
He should still
definitely
be
over
playing.
30. He was definitely over 30. Guaranteed for sure.
Look at this guy.
Guaranteed for sure. This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We're not fact checking. What do you think of Kevin Garnett? He's on TNT. I like when he's
like
kicking
Kevin
it.
Garnett.
Do you like his skinny jeans? Like, do you think he needs a stylist?
No, I don't think men should wear skinny jeans. To me, that look like they little sister pants.
And he's 7 feet with the skinny jeans.
Stop it already.
KG. Listen,
Stop it already.
I'm not saying this is the 90s. You don't need
And
the
like,
baggy
what
shit.
are they tucking like in this bitch? Like, how do you wear those? Like,
Are they
I would
leggings?
look like a fucking Barishnikov in the motherfucker.
Are we going to yoga class? Like, if we're going to yoga class, you're good. No, but in yoga class, you can wear your tight shit. Like, if you go to work out.
Your ass and
I'm just saying, when-
cuffed.
when you
Why
work
you want
out-
your balls cuffed by your denims?
When you work out, wear what you want. I get that, but when you're on TNT, KG, you're better than that.
Don't
I'm not
do it,
saying you need to.
KG.
You don't need the what was that group? I want to make you jump.
Cats
jump.
need to just reinvent this whole fashion thing and stop.
Fix it.
Yeah, because the skinny jean thing is stupid.
It doesn't have to be baggy, but like there should be like a middle
Just wear
ground.
regular size pants.
Yeah. Why does it have to be like?
Snug. I don't get it. I don't fuck with skinny jeans. I don't know why women wear that shit. They wore it the whole time we've been alive.
And especially like grown fucking men. Like, okay,
Think about
if you're
that.
in your
That's
20s,
them literally wearing women's pants.
fuck.
Because women have worn skinny jeans their whole life.
Right. Those are those Caitlyn Jenners.
Caitlyn Jenner's. Cats wearing skinny jeans.
Okay. So I tried to.
And the ones who sag the skinny jeans, the young ones, y'all really need to stop. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, stop.
You sagging the
You know, my
skinny
man
jeans.
got his phone snatched from him by a motherfucker with sagging skinny jeans, and he caught him. And I was like, good. You dumb fuck you.
Your jeans tighter than your drawers.
Yeah, your fucking
drawers
jeans.
baggy.
Your skinny jeans are falling off your ass and you're snatching phones. If you're gonna be a stick-up kid, you need to dress like a
Keep it
fucking
moving.
stick-up
Yeah,
kid.
please already.
Get a belt, motherfucker. You robbing people with no belt, you dumb fuck.
Now you gotta run like a duck.
Stupid ass.
Play.it is your new podcast network for award-winning news programming and #1 sports brands to entertainment and business leaders.
Welcome. We're gonna make you laugh. We're gonna make you think.
Give you that news and information.
Pop culture, reality TV,
What's happening in business today?
relationships, dating.
The biggest names in sports.
Play.it is delivering storytelling at its best.
Want to see something entertaining? Tune in.
Hear what you've been missing at Play.it.
All right, Wood, let me ask you a question. Wait, what are you listening to right now?
Musically?
Yeah, because we're talking hip hop. What are you listening to right now?
All right.
What's been the last time you were like, damn, you were hyped with something, you turned on something new?
Nothing
hit your
new.
heartstrings.
No, I ain't listening to nothing new right now, but I'm just listening to MF Doom,
Okay.
and I've just been listening to a lot of MF Doom, really.
What shit? What stuff is the new shit, the old shit?
The old shit. Yeah, I'm just been listening to old MF Doom a lot. I like his lyrics, and I've been listening to Chance the Rapper as far as the new cats.
Well, so what do you think of him?
Chance the Rapper?
Yeah.
That cat is super dope.
What's dope about him? Because I gotta be honest, I can't form an opinion on him. I haven't given him enough time to
you
form
had
an
to give him time because I kind of felt that same way. Because the thing about Chance the Rapper that might set you back is that sometimes you need, as a lyricist, I like lyricists who got a voice texture a certain way. Like, and Chance the Rapper has more of his voice is not like a deep, kind of rich voice. It's kind of a boyish voice. And
Right.
So if you're not into that, then you might. But if you listen to, he's a young man. But if you listen to him, that dude's lyrical ability is just quite amazing. It
All
really
right,
is.
I'ma fuck
and
with
he
him.
sings a lot too. And put him on your, like, play Chance the Rapper, and you'll see.
All right,
I'm
I'ma
gonna
fuck
play
with
him.
him.
I'll play him while we're here. Yeah,
What
Chance.
other shit? What other shit do you like? What other shit are you listening to besides hip hop? Like what else gets you
I ain't
hyped?
listening to nothing but
Get your
hip-hop.
mind right for music.
I've only been listening to hip hop.
Okay.
That's all I've been listening to, really.
Let's play the same game we did with actors.
Okay.
You pick 5 MCs, I pick 5 MCs.
Oh,
I'll
God,
let you
in a
go
row?
first
Like
because
that?
you're the guest.
No, you get to go first this time.
I'm gonna go with the God.
Ugh,
Sorry.
that's all right.
Rakim Allah. That's number one.
Y'all gotta.
Sorry.
Well, then I'm gonna grab Tupac.
Fuck. All right, fine. I'm gonna grab Nasty Nas in your area. He's about to cause mass hysteria. He got an ill voice too.
I'm gonna trip you out right now. Who
Go
I'm
ahead.
about to pick? I'm gonna take Eminem.
I'm not gonna argue with it, and I don't want to get in a battle, cause
It's over. Think about
and he's
it.
a mean motherfucker.
Right now, you got Rakim though, and that's fresh.
Yeah, I got Rakim and I got Nasty Nas in your area about to cause mass hysteria. I'm gonna go with shit. You left him on the table. Still, I love his shit. KRS-One.
The thing is, when I was thinking about taking him, you heard the controversy going on with
What
KRS-One.
now?
African Bambaataa.
With KRS has something to do with it?
No, KRS had nothing to do with it, but when he was interviewed, he kind of defended, African Bambaataa.
Oh.
So it was just a weird little
I didn't
way
hear
of him.
it. I didn't hear it. But
You know
the
what I'm
African
saying?
Bambaataa shit, I'm way up to speed on.
Yeah. Well, anyway, KRS-One was a defender in a sense.
I got you.
So it put a little bit of a cloud over him a little.
Got you. I got you. I didn't know
But
that.
I had him in mind straight away. When you said Rakim, obviously you think like KRS-One.
Still on my crew.
He and your crew. Okay,
I'm not gonna
so
dump him, throw him
you're
off
gonna
like you
dump-
did Sean
yeah,
Penn.
fucking do. I didn't. I got Sean
Wait,
Penn
who
on
did
my
you dump
squad.
off your crew? Oh, you jumped like Johnny Depp.
Oh, I'm gonna say LL Cool J, but the old school LL Cool J.
Good pick.
LL was fresh back. Come on, cats don't even know. They're looking at him on CSI. They don't even know. Rock the Bells.
Talk about you never thought that hip hop could make it this far. LL Cool J
That's unbelievable.
with the sweatsuit, no shirt, and the red Kango, and now he's on CSS getting CSI.
That's crazy.
Good for him.
Yeah, great for him.
Good for fucking LL. I fuck with LL. Good choice. Good pick. I'm gonna say number 4. God damn, this is tough.
Tupac, Eminem.
All right, well he's on the table, so I'm sorry to do it. I'm gonna take BDK, Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, you got Big Daddy Kane?
Yeah, I got him.
I like that. That's a good one to choose.
You might want to go with an obvious choice here to help you because your team is. I mean, you got some youth, but you might want to go with the big guns laying on the table because if not, I'm gonna get them.
I know who you're talking about, but I'm trying to think.
I know it's obvious, but you can't deny what the obvious.
Hold on. I want to just think a second.
Go ahead.
You know what? I'm gonna just take Andre. I'm gonna take Andre.
I was gonna say him.
Okay.
I was gonna say. I
Okay,
knew you.
good,
He's a
good.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, because I'm trying. Because
My squad is more modern than yours.
Your squad's good. I'm just gonna just
it's
because
gonna
the
sound
guarantee
like
the win.
80s fucking.
I got some older dudes. I'm just gonna take Hove.
Like this squad now can actually make songs now. Your team can't make songs now.
I'm sorry,
Literally.
I got Hove and
Oh, you got
Nasty
Hove
Nas.
too?
So my team is
Your squad lost again, dog.
Hove, Nasty Nas, and then my big 3 is Big Daddy fucking Kane,
That's fresh.
Rakim, and
I ain't mad at
KRS-One.
those 3. That's hot.
All right, so that's my 5.
That's a hot squad.
That's a hard to beat.
Y'all
top
barely
five.
making it out the 80s though. Listen, my
Get
squad.
the fuck out of here.
Listen,
Yo.
my squad. Everybody on my squad still got songs except for Tupac. They're one of the only dead guys on the squad. Tupac and Eminem. Stop it
Mr.
already.
CSI
and I'm
is-
talking about Slim Shady too. I get to choose the era.
Okay, but
Slim Shady.
CSI is he's not making much songs now.
Who? LL?
Yeah, the ladies.
I told you which LL.
Oh,
I
you
said
just
Rock
want him
the
in the
Bell,
fucking.
LL.
You want him with the Kango.
Well, which Rakim you want? The one right
There's
now?
only one. No,
Oh, no,
I
there's
want
the one
Rakim.
right now.
I
Trust
want
me.
Rakim with
I
the
can put
Dapper
the
Dan
new-
shit. I want
Okay
Rakim with the
then,
Dapper
okay.
Dan and the truck jewelry.
Okay then.
And I
want
want skinny
LL with the Dapper
KRS-One.
Dan shit. That's which LL I got
All right,
too.
all right. You got one more pick.
Oh, I got another pick.
No, you got one more.
Wait, who I got? I got LL, Eminem, Tupac,
Andre.
Oh yeah, one more.
Pick your 5.
I could go Biggie on you. I could go Cool G Rap on you. There's so many of these cats I could go. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna go Biggie.
All right, fine. This is a good top 5.
Bump, 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 bump. Oh yeah, that was perfect timing.
That was that
Biggie.
shit.
Biggie.
All right, it's Wood Harris again on the I Am Rapaport Stereo
Trumping them, I
podcast.
said, eat up.
The people
Anyway.
are going to be excited, and we'll be back soon.
Patriots. I was so we didn't even get that.
You know the
I was
good thing about Charles
depressed.
Oakley, another good thing about Charles Oakley, it totally annihilated.
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
talk
true,
about,
that's true,
That's
that's
the
true.
best thing about Charles
You know,
Oakley.
that's a fact.
The Super Bowl celebration was
Who
2
gave
days.
two shits about it,
And
right.
then Charles Oakley not only did he tear up the garden, he fucked your whole celebration
He fucked that
up.
whole celebration
So
up and
shout out
stole
to
the
Charles
show. Shout out
Oakley.
Charles.
Thank you so
For
much.
stealing
No
the
one's
show.
talking about
Woo.
Julian Edelman.
Oh,
you shut
Lord.
that. You didn't
Who
even have
gives
a
a
week
shit
to
about
celebrate.
that? Yeah.
He shut that shit down on a Tuesday night. It was
Patriots.
gorgeous.
Did you know Tom Brady? He never went to the Obama. He never went to the Obama.
I talk about
White
it all
House?
the time.
I never
You
knew
want to
that.
just kick that real quick? He
I
didn't
just
go
never
to the
knew
White
that.
House to meet President Barack Obama.
Why not?
And he said he had family things. And that same day, this is a fact. I don't fact check, but this is a fact. That same day, while the Patriots were meeting Barack Obama, President Barack Obama, he was at the Apple store trying on Apple Watches. Why you can't get some Apple Watches sent to you, Duke?
Are you serious?
You don't know nobody at Apple, Duke? You mean you'd rather go to the Apple store?
Are you sure?
That's a fact. It's been fact checked. It's been backed up. And you know we've talked way out of our ass. We don't even know who's playing in 94, 95. I don't know what.
Right.
That's a fact. Do you want to just end this podcast on what your opinion is of that?
I just think that's just terrible, man. I did not know that about
That's a
his
fact.
character until this week.
It was skirted under. It was sort of brushed under the thing because I think people would have found out, and then everybody was getting hyped because Martellus Bennett, LeGarrette Blount, black athletes, and get used to it, Trump. They're gonna have football teams showing up with 33 dudes. Okay, you're gonna
And
have
no basketball teams.
Yo, the basketball teams,
Not representing.
they're gonna be like. There's gonna be like a trainer.
Like the Cavs, I know LeBron ain't going to the White House.
I mean, Steve Kerr might go because he's classy, but he's spoken up, and he's not to say that other people aren't classy. Steve Kerr might go because he's politically correct, but he might not be invited.
I mean, he might not be invited. Yeah, the basketball teams might not even be invited.
Because who's going to show up?
Yeah, who's
And
gonna
it's
show
12
up?
dudes. It's not like football where it's 52
they
dudes.
gonna be- yeah.
It's a tight-knit community of 12 dudes.
I mean, who's gonna show up? Who's gonna show up? I mean, so
Would you go? I wouldn't go.
nah, I wouldn't go.
If he was like, yo, Wood,
I
I
wouldn't
want
even
you.
go like Steve Harvey did,
Yo.
or Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis gets on my nerves, man.
Your man Kanye went, and now he's.
I don't know what's up with that dude, dog.
All right, I got to get the fuck out of here. There's helicopters
It
circling.
is helicopters.
See, I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. My man Wood Harris, recurring guest. We got to do it sooner.
Yep.
And, you're going to see him in all sorts of shit. And I'm done. No fact checking.